I've always been fascinated by the hidden corners of history, where cosmic truths lie waiting to be discovered. Today, we're embarking on an extraordinary voyage to the island of Elephantine. Nestled on the Nile River, the borders of ancient Kush Ethiopia. Here against all odds stood a testament to the vastness of human cultural exchange, the Levitical priesthood of the African Yahudi people. Now here's where it gets interesting. Imagine, if you will, a bustling island fortress where mounted elephants and military forces of black African Jews of Ethiopian powers mingled with Egyptians and the temples alongside the temples of other deities, and the full melting pot of African ethnicities. At the heart of this cosmic melting pot stood a magnificent temple, not to the gods of Egypt but to Yahu, the god of the Jews. This wasn't just any temple. It was an alternate outpost for the name of God in Africa, a beacon of celestial significance in a sea of diverse beliefs. The black African Yahudi Levite priesthood who served at this temple were the custodians of a tradition that had traveled across vast distances, both geographical and cultural, and that from this very land their ancestors were born and toiled, of whom's blood was already one with the land for generations of the ancient empires of Kush and of ancient Egypt. The Jewish temple at Elephantine, located on an island in the Nile near Aswan, was established by a Jewish military colony in the 6th century BCE. These Jews, stationed there by the Persian Empire, served as mercenaries tasked with guarding Egypt's southern border. The temple, dedicated to Yahweh, existed alongside Egyptian religious practices, though tensions with the local priests of the Khnum cult created lasting friction. Significantly, historical traditions suggest that before the Babylonians destroyed the Temple of Solomon in 586 BCE, the Ark of the Covenant was no longer present in Jerusalem. Many believe it had already been relocated beyond the rivers of Ethiopia, into Kush, a region known for its spiritual and martial might. The kings of Kush and their lands, described by and known by the ancient as the land of God, were seen as divinely protected guardians of the south. Their territory was renowned for its fearsome warriors and its status as a spiritually fortified stronghold, a reality that influenced both regional geopolitics and sacred traditions. It is within this context that those of Yehudi and Levi Kohanim descent at Elephantine might have been connected to broader networks, safeguarding sacred objects and preserving their faith in lands of spiritual significance. In 410 BCE, the temple at Elephantine was destroyed by Egyptian priests of the Khnum cult, likely in retaliation for religious disputes. The act, carried out with the approval of Persian authorities, highlighted the fragile coexistence between differing faiths under Persian rule. The pillars and gateways of hewn stone, the bronze hinged doors, and the cedarwood roof were all consumed by fire. Gold and silver basins were stolen. They appealed to Bagohe, governor of Judah, and to Johanan, the high priest in Jerusalem. Following the temple's destruction, members of the Jewish community dispersed, migrating to higher altitudes of Kush to the south and other parts of Africa. Oral traditions and archaeological hints suggest that these Jewish groups established settlements throughout the region, contributing to the spiritual and cultural ancient African world. As the Sudan is a vast territory that stretches from east to west from the Red Sea to the Atlantic coast of West Africa, then known as the Ethiopian Sea. All the Sea of Kush, a world recognized by all the ancients as the land of divine guardianship and unparalleled warriors. Their determination to rebuild was as powerful as the forces of gravity that holds the galaxies together. The story of Elephantine's Jewish community is more than just a historical footnote. It's a cosmic echo that reverberates through time and space. The Elephantine papyri, which tell us this extraordinary tale, are like cosmic background radiation, faint signals from the distant past that inform our understanding of the present. They reveal a universe of human experience far more diverse and interconnected than we often imagine. As we gaze at the stars, we're reminded that the story of humanity is written not just in our sacred texts or historical records, but in the very fabric of the cosmos itself. As we conclude our journey into the very spirit of Africa, we are left with a profound sense of wonder. The universe, in its infinite wisdom, brought together diverse threads of human experience on a small island in the Nile, creating a celestial mosaic as complex and beautiful as any nebula we've observed. The legacy of Elephantine's Jewish community reminds us that our history, like our cosmos, is full of surprising connections and hidden wonders. It challenges us to look beyond our preconceptions and to seek understanding in the most unexpected places, whether here on earth or in the farthest reaches of the very abode of the eternal God of whom we live and who is our life and being, that we whose spirit walks in the living within his own creation, bearing witness to his own eternal being without end. Amen. Thank you for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe.